Now this is for adults, okay? It's spicy, okay? It's a little spicy. Now, mind you, for a person like myself, I enjoy just understanding that when a man loves a woman, okay? When one man loves a man, when I say man, I'm talking about me, okay? It can get there. This can get you there. The scenes, you can play it out, and even though they give like descriptors so you can like paint an image in your head, it's not overwhelming. Like, you have to conjure up your own, I guess, picture of them, of the characters. Low key though, this gave trauma bond, just a little bit, but the main character is me in a story. I don't get it, because now mind you, if you want to read it, fast forward or stop, read this, come back to it, and we can have a little chat. But the main character, her name's Zaya. Baby, she's loving of the earth, she's gifted. Now mind you, I do believe that people can have gifts, it's just in a different connotation. Like when it comes to like fiction, it's exaggerated, but no, like for me, I know the gifts that I have, and it's very reasonable to think that you have gifts and or, you know, things that help the world go around, if you will. So she is a person that's really connected and can make people feel some type of way and so forth. And the main character that she helps out, ultimately they just get involved in every single way possible, which is fine. However, I think it's a trauma bond in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's fictional love and then there's the reality of that fictional love. It's a trauma bond, honey. Because why every time he's stressed out, you busting it open for him? Excuse me? You know what I'm saying? And every time she's stressed out or worried or whatever, he's trying to give the pipe to her. And then they fine. You know? So beyond that, with the storytelling, because he has a deep and traumatic background, I relate to that, having situation similar, not similar to the character, but just somebody, let's be real, everybody traumatized at this point. So it's like, can you really escape that? No, but it's still a trauma bond in my opinion. The male main character is pretty much like with a group, motorcycle gang, whatever may have you, but it's deeper than that. And with Zaya meeting him because they were at a party, his club was hosting it, she's like, let me go into this room because I did a friend a favor and so forth, and I'm just gonna be here practicing my belly dancing. Okay, so instantly the connection, because he comes back from a mission, I don't know if it's really botched or not, that really like went over my head, but he comes back, he's traumatic because he has a gift as well, and he's able to create certain things to keep his crew safe while he's getting their comeuppance on evil people, right? So he comes back messed up in the head. She fixes all that with a night to remember and whatever, okay? This is towards the beginning because I'm backtracking a little bit. The connection keeps getting deeper with every interaction that happens that's bad. It's something that is relatable, but in a fictional way. And I think I respect her for that, because a lot of people don't understand about writing is the author takes their own type of situations that they have been through, but they're able to spin it in different ways to make it fiction. And this is why I respect this author, because I'm the same way when it comes to my writing style. I have this idea in my head due to an experience or several experiences and series of them, and able to do a roadmap of what a character in a fictional setting will do, say, with the character development. So that's a plus with her writing style. Now, if I find the other books, I did almost pick up another one. I'm not sure which number it is in the sequence. She seems to have a character story like individually for each member of this club. Mind you, I think there's about 17, so I don't know if she'll do that, or if there's multiple stories in one book. I'm not sure, because that is a lot. And when it comes to a series, 18 books. I mean, if she does that, fine, because again, they are very nice, and this was a quick read. Like, I got it, I think, a week from the last video that you saw when it comes to this. So I was glued to it for sure. And it's just nice to know that there's still room in the artistic space of writing to do stuff like this, because I know stuff has already been done a lot, but it's how you deal with that foundation with the writing elements to make it your own story. So when it comes to people saying it's already been done, there's nothing new out, yes there is, because you don't have the particular mind of the artist that's writing certain things. And that's the beautiful thing about being an author. Sure, there's some nuances that everybody, you know, goes through that you have to place in a story to have that relatable value. However, your story is your story. Your words and how you place them together is yours. And that's the beautiful thing about reading and writing. And another thing is, when it comes to the situation that he has gone through, you can feel the trauma. Like, but that's the thing, like, as an empath, I can sense that trauma, but I wanted them to go deeper into it. Like, I would say tapered off towards the end, where he started admitting to everybody what was happening and what happened to them and so forth. I don't want to get too much into it. If anybody wants to read this, that's why I'm like kind of generalizing. But it's like, when it comes to not gonna hold you, see how thick this is, even though, because it's smaller print, right? I would think it would be at least maybe this much more thicker if they went into, or the author I should say, went into defining what that was. Like, you know how people be foreshadowing sometimes? Like, I've been seeing that more common in books too, like 4 months ago or 10 years ago, something like that, right? You usually see that in movies and series, but they started incorporating it in written word. Now, if she was to do that, and again, this is just a small critique, that I want to know what happened to them. Like, you can repeat it, which is something, is another small critique, is due to, I think, the fact that this is kind of like a forward audience that needs a reminder. Stuff was repeated a lot. So with the concept, like for me, I already got the concept, so I don't need to keep reading the concept. Like, I would say about 7-8 times. The same thing, but different words were placed in it. Even down to the two main characters doing what they do. Just the same descriptors, you know, like, yes, we know they like each other, you know, like, we get that, and whatever you describing is describing, yeah, we understand that, okay, but take us through the scene. Sure, the scene is different, but the descriptors are the same. Now, mind you, I wasn't annoyed with it until like the 5th time. Then I got a little like, okay, you know, we get it, right? Whew, it's just, yeah. Just when it comes to writing, take me there, okay? I want to know the backstory. I want to understand it. Make sense? So that's this book. Oh, I need to show the next one. Well, the next two. I haven't started reading them yet, but I'm excited that I grabbed these. So hold on one second. Another Dollar General find is from Stacey Abrams. She goes by the pen name Selena Montgomery, and it's called The Rules of Engagement. Now, this is pretty much like two people going on an assignment, and then things get a little deeper because they spend a lot of time together. Yeah. So I think it's technically another romance situation. So I may go through this first, just given it seems like a quicker read, but I had a hard time picking between this one and another book, and I hope that when I'm done with both of these that I can go back to the bookstore and find the one that I was looking at. But when it came to where I'm at now with reading, like I said, take me there, right? So usually I like to read the first chapter of things, and I did find a bookstore that has the chairs and whatnot, because I usually just go to a Barnes and Nobles, so that way I can read one chapter and then decide to buy then, right? But when I picked this up, not only did this intrigue me, the first page did, because it's giving a redemption story, and I'm on that journey right now. I am on my redemption story, and that makes me so elated. Again, I can dive into my own psyche while reading this, because it's basically just about a woman that's just not having the best go in life like I was having, like especially mentally. Like I was, child, what? We're not doing that no more, until she figures out a way by meeting somebody how to, you know, get over that rut. And the experience overall, even though I'm not sure what that experience is, takes her to a new height. And she, you know, kind of like, I think Stella gets her groove back. I haven't seen the whole thing, but kind of like in that topic and realm of things, right? So I'm super excited about that, because it already seems, the first page I read, it was already something along the lines of like a comedic relief type of thing, because the main character has a buoyant type of personality, and she's just living boldly, but she just can't because her life sucks at the moment. That's me. That was me. Like, can we wrap up the dark cloud and can we get to the peak? Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So these are my two new pickups, and whichever I read next and complete, and the following ones and all the books possibly to come, I will talk about. If you are near a discounted book little place, try and pick this up, or you can start from the beginning and make your way through this and beyond. So there was that. So I am gonna go actually start one of these, because it's a lovely evening to do so. And until the next little chit chat, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.